everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. This week is similar to my half marathon time trial that I did the other day. If you haven't watched it, do go check it out, where I decided to kind of recreate the sort of thing that I was going to be doing in the London Landmarks half, except on hilly Dorset by myself, with my boyfriend filming, of course. Today I have decided that I'm going to do a 10k time trial. Again, not a PB attempt per se, because I've not really been training as much as I maybe should be doing if I'm looking to do a PB attempt, but yeah, I'm just going to give it a little go and see where I'm at, so that when we get our races back in autumn, I will know exactly the kind of pace that I'm supposed to be going and what sort of time I should be beating. It's been super sunny recently, and I've actually been really nervous. I've been kind of putting this race time trial off because it's been so warm. Thankfully today it's a little bit cooler, so it's actually kind of perfect conditions outside. Recently you guys have been asking like how I've been training in lockdown, and I did a bit of a kind of classic workout split sort of thing that I've been doing on my previous vlog, but I just thought I'd go over again the sorts of training that I've been doing, because it's been pretty haphazard. There's been no sort of routine that I've been doing, but I've been trying more and more to fit in my workouts at home rather than getting stuff out of the house. I've been getting a little bit more nervous about leaving any more than I absolutely have to. So what I've been doing is doing physio workouts a few times a week, and then getting out running between 2 to 3 times a week. And rather than doing my usual 1 long run and 2 intervals, kind of speed interval sessions, I've just been running basically how I enjoy. That means running things as short as 2.5 kilometers and things as long as 12, 15 kilometers, but nothing crazy really. And I think that's really important at the moment, to just kind of think about why you run and why you're getting out, and not trying to push yourself too hard, because let's be honest, it's not exactly sustainable to start trying to basically beat your PBs now and then try and keep that up until autumn when your races continue. So today's vlog is sponsored by Trek. They were the ones who asked me to do this time trial, and I'm very happy to do so. Trek is a protein bar company, and they have a whole load of stuff that I have been eating for, God, I don't even know how long. A very, very long time. I'm totally obsessed with their bars. You might have seen some of them in my previous vlogs on my longer runs. My favourite is the protein flapjack, especially the coconut one. Absolutely delicious, and my boyfriend can concur that they are. He's waving in the background. Can concur that they are absolutely wonderful. Actually, I've got some here. A whole box, lucky me.
They have a range of different flavours, 3 different categories. They've got the protein nut bars, the protein flapjacks, and the energy bars. I think these are my absolute favourites. They're perfect for anything kind of on the go, or even like at your desk where you're just looking for a bit of extra long-lasting energy and all that kind of stuff, as well as post-workout. Both of these are really great post-workout, and these I think will be especially useful when I get started with marathon training again, and even the ultra marathon that I was supposed to be doing. When I get around to doing that one, I will be using these a lot, I should think, because they're perfect for on the go when you actually need some kind of high energy stuff for mid-run. My favourite flavours are probably the coconut and the cocoa raisin. This is probably my current favourite, but that's historically been my absolute fave. But all of them are made from natural ingredients, things like oats and nuts and plant-based protein, all that kind of stuff that you could probably find in your cupboards at home, but they're just kind of ideal for if you don't have any time to make anything or just want something for on the go. These bars give you long-lasting energy that prevents spikes and crashes, which is super important if you're out and about, but also even if you're just at your desk, you really don't want to have that kind of post 3 p.m. sugar crash, or at least I definitely don't. And they just make you feel really good when you have them, and there's something to be said for that. It also goes without saying that all of them are, of course, vegan, and they're also gluten-free, so can be enjoyed by pretty much everyone. Very, very, very yummy.
They'll be sponsoring me over the next 12 months, which is super exciting and super on brand for me as well, especially as I have been using them for so long. And basically, they just try and use natural ingredients and everything that you'd kind of just bake yourself in your own kitchen, except it's obviously a lot more convenient and means that you can have them on the go. That's what we'll be doing on our longer runs, taking these protein bars and some of the energy bars on our longer runs and walks, just as a bit of a snack. So I just also wanted to show you, because I'm so proud of it, the shelves that we made last week. We've been doing a lot of DIY recently. I have to say that's been a major part of my workout routine, has been DIY and gardening, because it's basically, you kind of feel like you've done something good in the day, you actually get something physical out of it at the end of the day, and it's kind of instant gratification essentially, because you just do something throughout the day and then at the end you have something beautiful, hopefully. And we made some shelves because we were lacking storage space here, and I'm just going to show them to you. Okay, so before we had nothing on this wall, but now, hello, we have this mirror. Yeah, I'm still in my pyjamas, please excuse me. That shelf is made from offcuts when we got our kitchen redone last summer. It's made from offcuts from that. And then the brackets there are handmade by Fiann, not by me. I painted them. And that is from Lazy Flora. It's a hanging baby's tears, I think it's called. It's obviously got loads of fossils on it, because why would it not? With the fossil man himself. And then this shelf was just from a spare plank of wood, freshly painted and topped up with a whole load of books and video games, PlayStation games, and fossils, obviously. And then, as you guys saw in one of my recent vlogs, I did a blog post on the best eco-friendly, sustainable candle brands, and as you can see, I went a little bit crazy and got quite a lot of them. I think it's really important to be supporting startups right now, so I just got a billion. So this is from the Eco Witch Feu. This is Espar, not a startup, but very nice. Pause, I absolutely love these candles, absolutely beautiful. And then the Good Aura Company, which is also beautiful and very much my vibe. So as always, I thought I'd talk you through my pre-run, pre-race, in inverted commas, routine. Depending on the time of the race, I basically try to eat 1 to 2 hours before I go out. If it's a longer, slower race, then I can eat closer up to the start line. But if it's a faster race, like a 10k or a 5k, then I try and eat a little bit further in advance. But thankfully, because it's such a short race, in inverted commas again, you actually don't need as much food to get you around. Again, on the same vein, you also don't need gels and food as you go around the run. I actually find parkrun a really good way of practicing race day routine. Obviously, there are no parkruns going on at the moment, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do, or that you can't do, runs every Saturday morning if you absolutely want to. So yeah, it's just kind of a good way of practicing, so that when you actually get round to an official race day, you feel like you know a little bit more what you're doing. As you can tell, probably, I get really nervous before fast runs, or before long runs, or before basically any run that I do, and I will put it off for as long as possible. Setting yourself a kind of official start time is quite a good way of kicking your ass out the door, which is definitely something that I need. Having said that, if you're not enjoying your runs at the moment, don't do them. Maybe just go for a walk instead. As we mentioned on one of my previous vlogs with my coach, it was one of the Q&As. Again, please do go watch that if you haven't already. I learned so much from it as I was recording it. Now is kind of already a stressful time, so don't make trying to get PBs or whatever part of that stress. It's really difficult for people to realise that mental stress and mental anxiety can come out as physical stress, like they are one and the same. And the energy that you use to deal with your mental stress or whatever is going on in your life at that time takes away from the energy that you can then use on your runs, and so you might not be getting the same times as you like, or you might be staying in a different place to where you usually stay and it's hillier, and so you're not able to run at the same pace as you would usually run, and it's really easy to start feeling really down about that. And I'm just here to say, don't. Everyone's in the same boat. We're all kind of struggling for whatever reason, and you kind of have to stop being so hard on yourself, because in the long run it's not really beneficial. If you're trying to maintain a peak fitness throughout this whole summer and hit the ground running literally when you get to September, October time for your next races, chances are you won't be able to keep that up for the whole time. So with that in mind, try and remember why you started running. I know a lot of people are struggling with their why at the moment. When you have your race cancelled, it's not surprising, but remember why you started running. It probably wasn't for PBs, you know, it probably wasn't to smash 20-minute 5Ks. Most people don't start out with that kind of goal in mind. People start out running because it makes them feel better about themselves, or it clears their mind, or it means they get some alone time, or whatever it is. It's a much better reason than just the PBs. And going back to that kind of root of why you started running, I have found has really helped me get out the door on the kind of more chilled runs that I've been doing recently. They're just for fun. Like, there's no pressure on it at all, and weirdly, or maybe not surprisingly, actually having less pressure on my runs generally makes them better runs, and also makes them a hell of a lot more enjoyable, which is kind of what we all need right now. So yeah, that's my little rant for the day. I hope you found it useful. I have eaten 2 pieces of toast this morning, 1 piece of sourdough, 1 piece of soda bread, is that right? Peanut butter and Marmite, a coffee and 2 coffees actually. 1 decaf, 1 caffeinated. Fiann's shocked because I don't usually have caffeinated coffee. Yeah, so I had that this morning at about 9, and then at about 11 we will be leaving for the run. So I am, like I said, nervous, but try not to put too much pressure on it because it is just an assessment of my fitness so that I can build on that in September, October kind of time for the race. Was originally supposed to be the Brighton 10k, and now it is Brighton 10k take 2 in October, I think. I don't know if it's been rearranged yet, but yeah, so that's what it will be when I actually officially do it. I'm gonna do some work now, wait for my breakfast to settle down, and then get ready to go on the run. So I've been having a lot of requests recently to show my kind of pre-run warm-up schedule. It's actually way brighter than I thought it was, so sorry for the like side lighting here. So I'm just gonna show my warm-up for if I was doing a fast run. Usually I wouldn't really do it for a 10k or a 15k or whatever, but because this is going to be fast out the gate, so to speak, I kind of got to warm up, even though it's actually a lot hotter than I thought it was going to be and actually quite sunny. It's a really quick warm up, it doesn't take long at all, but it just gets the blood flowing around the body and means that my joints don't feel quite as stiff as they currently feel, which is obviously not ideal for running fast. Fiann's just coming with his bike. He'll be filming me the whole way around. All of them done. I'm already tired. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Already can't keep up. Couple of k in, 14 kilometers an hour, pretty consistently so far. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel good. I think the interval sessions definitely help, but of course they never went to more than like 4 or 5k per session. So this is like twice that, but and a bit hillier, but I need to go a little bit slower, so we'll see. I don't know, it's a bit of an unknown. I've not done a 10k race since this time last year, in March last year. 45:18, that was 5 weeks after Tokyo Marathon, so I was obviously pretty fit. We'll see, I'm excited.
Three kilometers in, not slow, contrary to other opinions. 7k to go, still maintaining at about 4:25 a k, or somewhere between 13 and 14 kilometers an hour, depending on the hill gradient.
There are a lot of hills.
There are a lot of hills. Problem and the blessing of being in Dorset. There's no such thing as, well, West Dorset, no such thing as flat around here. Makes your legs stronger, makes your lungs stronger, makes PBs much harder to get. But it's supposed to be raining today, the sun's out, no one's around. What better way to spend a morning? You're halfway there. We're about to run out of land, so you've got to go back. You've done a Forrest Gump. Keep on running. This is basically the Brighton 10k.
Double the elevation though.
Yeah. Similar vibe. Seven kilometres in, still maintaining the pace. How are you feeling now?
A bit sore, just lungs wise. I'm going to freshly cut grass.
Which normally you love. Today it's your enemy. 3k to go. Power on. Okay, you're doing fantastic. Under 200 metres to go. Finish is in sight. That's great pace. Excited? It's your 10k. How you feeling? Do I need to ask?
That was much worse than the half marathon. That was way worse.
Oh, you were really pushing it towards the end there.
I've never, ever tried that hard pace-wise in a race. 10.02 kilometres.
Yeah.
45.15.
Very good. What was your goal time?
Well, I wanted sub 45,
Oh,
but really I just wanted a PB, which is sub 45.18.
there you go,
And
PB.
this will be about 45.11. 11 seconds! 11 seconds.
But PB with some pretty serious elevation.
Yeah, that's true actually.
Over double the
I felt
elevation.
it.
Yeah,
I felt it.
I'm not surprised.
And we finished at the right point because there's a big hill right around the corner there.
Yeah,
But
timed it just
I
right.
couldn't have got up it. And that was like the hardest. I felt like my guts were gonna fall out my body.
Yeah, you're running.
Woo! Yay!
My God, that was tough. I thought, like, I don't know why I thought this, but I did actually think that it was going to be easier than my half marathon. I know I've been doing kind of longer runs at the moment, or recently training for the half, but I genuinely thought, oh well, you know, it's less than the half marathon's going to be and not that much faster, so why would it be so much more difficult? But it really was. That was a bit naive of me, but I kind of felt really good form-wise. My knees were kind of hurting in the half from about 10k in, because that's when your ligaments start to feel the strain of running. But in this one, no pain at all. None in my IT band, even though it's been a bit niggly recently. No pain in my hamstrings or in my quads or in my hips, which are often really bad on any run, sort of 8k or more. No pain at all, and I think that's due to working on my form and doing a bit more strength training recently, which I'm absolutely delighted about, because actually that's been one thing that I've been a bit nervous about, because I've been wanting to train for more races and stuff, and having niggles is like the most annoying thing, because it means that even if you're fit enough, you struggle to go the longer distances. But I'm so happy with that run. I looked at the Strava and I looked at my watch. The Strava kind of corrects for the distance a little bit. So my watch said it was 10.02k. So at the 10k mark, that was 45 minutes and 5 seconds, or 44 minutes and 45 seconds. And I don't know which. So I'm gonna go with a 45.05 just to play it on the conservative side. I'm still absolutely delighted with that. You know, this was supposed to be a time trial, not a PB attempt, although of course, knowing me, obviously it's going to be competitive. It was really nice to have Fiann there as always. He kind of was, like on the last one, he was chatting along to me the whole way, whereas on this one I was like, look, I can't talk, I'm kind of near my maximum running capacity over an extended period of time, so like obviously not really in the zone for talking. But yeah, it was really nice to just have him like alongside, kind of steadily going along alongside me, so that I wasn't just totally by myself. Even though we weren't really talking to each other, it was just quite nice to have him there. And of course filming very well, I'm sure, as always. I'm just tucking in to Trek Bar now. I've realised that Fiann's already stolen one of these. I came up and one of these is already missing from the box. But yeah, they're just bloody good. And I'm gonna have some lunch in a second. I'm really, really happy with that. It's a nice kind of benchmark for improvement. When it comes to doing the official race, when it comes round to it, I will obviously be doing more speed work. So hopefully we'll be able to get a bit of a faster pace. The pace I'm going at, which was like 4:29, 4:30 per kilometre, is closer to my interval sessions pace, which is around 4:19, 4:20 per kilometre, which makes it a lot closer to my maximum pace that I can sustain for sort of 10 minutes or so without actually dying, which makes it a little bit more uncomfortable. So if I can get round to doing faster paced interval sessions, then I'm hoping that kind of pace will become a lot easier for me and more sustainable over a long period of time, but then also I can maintain a faster pace, if that makes sense. I am also from now on going to probably just be running twice a week, or if I am doing runs more frequently, they're not necessarily going to be really intense speed work sessions. I'm going to continue doing my run for fun sort of situation, which is essentially just running whenever I feel like it, and then trying to get out for a slightly longer one with Fiann on a Monday just for the fun of it, just to enjoy the fresh air and some sunshine. And the rest of the time I'm going to be working on my physio sessions. I've got a lot of videos over on my Instagram where I've asked my physio to give me a couple of workouts to maintain strength in my glutes and my hamstrings, basically my whole posterior chain. And if you suffer from IT band syndrome like I do, then you know that this is what's kind of weak and what needs strengthening, so that you can use that when you run, so that you're not relying on your quads and your hip flexors like I do, which is kind of bad form basically. But I hope you enjoyed this vlog. It was very enjoyable for me. I mean, in a kind of horrible way, it was very enjoyable, and I hope it gives you some inspiration to get out. And I can't wait to be working with Trek over the next 12 months as well, to hopefully do some more of these challenges. If you have any challenges that you think that I should do, please do put them down in the comments below. I'm just kind of here to have fun now, so if you have anything that you think will be fun or crazy or whatever, as long as it's safe, please do let me know and I'll see how I can fit it into one of my vlogs. Thank you so much for watching again. If you did enjoy this, please do give it a thumbs up. Head over to my Instagram account if you want to see anything, let me know, my DMs over there. Head over to Fiann's Instagram account. He is doing fantastically at the moment, and of course is a very supportive boyfriend, and we can go and all show him some support. Hit the subscribe button. So there's so many things I have to say at the end of every vlog, so I do forget sometimes. Do hit the subscribe button because there'll be lots more running content coming your way, and I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!